Blessings and prosperity. This is the Caterpillar Lifestyle, and I am DJ Ill Poetic. I want to talk to you today about the people that you choose to have in your life. Um, this is very important. It's just as important as having goals and knowing what it is that you want to do with your life. That's very important. I believe that's something that you should know by the age of 14. You should know what it is that you feel you are destined to do, what you want to do, what you are passionate about, and you should follow that. And if things could be a certain way, you would have people behind you that can help you achieve that. I've come to realize that in my culture, brown people, we don't stick together the way we should. We don't encourage each other to be better in a lot of cases. And what I mean by that is, growing up in Philly, I come from West Philly. A lot of families are broken. A lot of homes are broken. A lot of people do not stick together. And I'm meaning fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, cousins and aunts, and so on and so forth. In so many cases, the aunt doesn't like the sister, or the the father doesn't have a very good relationship with the daughters and the sons, and so on and so forth. And it creates complications in the community and in the culture. And that just makes everything just go downhill from there. It's like if you have a job and you don't have the best boss in the world, it's likely that the morale of the employees will not be to a certain standard because the person at the top is not doing a good job. So the people below kind of follow that trend. And that's kind of how it is with my culture. For instance, if you want to live well, you want to have someone that is somewhat a good teacher, or a person who cares to try to teach you, and you have to be willing to learn. That's another thing. You can't be the type of person where you're not allowing someone to teach you. You might have people that want to teach you, but they become frustrated and they give up because you're not teachable. So you don't want to be a person that does not have the capacity to learn from someone else. You don't want to be a know-it-all. You don't want to be in a state of mind where you feel like you can do it on your own, because nothing happens out here on its own. Every business that I have ever been in and every endeavor that I have tried and followed required more than just myself, you know. And I'm saying that to say this: if you want to go far in life, you absolutely want to be surrounded by people who can actually help you do that. Whether it's people that you can learn from, whether it's people that will teach you about finances, people that will give you a place to stay, people that will help you to get a job when you do not have one, people that will keep you on the path where you can actually go forward rather than go backwards. Because a lot of times in life, we go backwards. We go backwards, living check to check, because you have to pay for your lifestyle. So you go out into the world and you do what it is that you do to earn money. And in many cases, people don't even like what they do, but they do them so that way they can live a certain lifestyle. Even if that lifestyle is being able to go to the movies on the weekend when they're off, and the rest of the time they have to work. That may be what it is that they want to do, or to go to the bar or to amusement parks and so on and so forth, concerts. But at the end of the day, we all have to work, because if you don't work, you don't eat. But a lot of people do not like what it is that they do for work. And that stems from just your upbringing just not being what it could have been. If you had someone to teach you the proper things, and they were passionate about you and your future, and you were able to learn and willing to allow someone to teach you, it would just make life so much better, because you would have more of a grasp on what it is that you need to be doing, and you would have short-term and long-term goals and things like that that can get you to where you actually need to be. Um, Without having any of those things, you just live a life of just day to day, just going day to day. Where is that going to get you in long term? When you just go day to day, rather than if you have a short term and long term goal, you have an idea of where you are. and where you need to be, and so on and so forth. And I'm sure that the results will be greater having a goal. My teacher used to tell me in the 5th grade, Miss Wilson, she used to say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's very true. And a lot of times you see people doing things and they do not have a plan. And these are people that should have a plan because they have had enough experience in life to know what works and what does not work. So when you take into account all of the things that can happen to you, I use everything to be positive, even if it is negative, um, because it helps you, because it allows you to come to that place again and to react. You could react differently because you actually have information on this and you have experience on it, so you can take it easier because you actually have been there before, sort of like deja vu. So you have a second time to prove yourself when you get to this place. But in my community, I've seen that we don't have a real strong sense of direction, and sometimes because we don't have the foundation that will allow us to have that sense of direction. Take me into consideration. I'm 34 years of age. For 33 years of my life, went absolutely nowhere because I was just being consumed by the day-to-day hustle and just paying bills and things like that, to where I just haven't really grown the way that I believe I could have. Now it's almost like a veil has been lifted. My knowledge is it's overwhelming. Um, my experience has allowed me to make better decisions, to just move at a different capacity. And I'm happy because I feel like if this could have happened earlier, I could be further, but things do happen in due time. So with that being said, I'm just applying everything that I know and everything that I'm learning and making sure that I use them to the best of my ability. And with that being said, I feel like I want to help other people as well if they're willing to learn. I can tell them some of the things that I know, and we can share things, and we can be better at everything that we're trying to do. But most importantly, I believe, like I said, as a child, you should know what it is that you want to do. By the age of 13 or 14, you should have that set in your mind. And hopefully, you can have someone to actually get you to those places, someone to help steer you, someone to be the foundation when you need it, because you will need a foundation. You will not have all of the answers. You will have challenges. You will have setbacks and so on and so forth. And you will need someone to help you get through those times. If you don't remain positive, then it's likely that you will not make it. It's almost impossible to make it when you react to things in a negative way. You want to take everything and just learn from it and be positive as much as you can. You don't have to be unhuman, because if you're human, things will get to you from time to time, but you have to be able to get past those things and to continue on your path and your destiny. And then in the year 2016, it's like the possibilities are endless. We have an endless amount of information. We have the internet. We have videos. So you don't have to read a million books to be smart. You can actually watch some videos. You can just get content every time you can. Before you go to bed, you can check out some things. You can check out some videos. You can go to sleep listening to videos. I do encourage reading. I do read for a couple hours per day. I read every single day. And I stopped watching TV when I was like 16 or 17. So, I had plenty of time to read and to study things and to just make myself better. And that's something that I do work on, making myself better. Because with the proper foundation and with the proper amount of knowledge, anything is possible. Some of the smartest people in the world are people who did not go to school. They did not graduate and have a fancy education and degrees and things of that nature. But they run companies that are just massive companies, making so much profit, billions of dollars, sometimes trillions of dollars in profit through the the life of the company. And with that being said, just find your sense of direction. Find people that can help you. Find people that want to help you. If you're around people that want to help you save money, those are the right people. If you are around people that try to help you to get the experience that you need in whatever genre or career choice that you choose to go into, you are around the right people. If you are around people who do not help you to be financially stable and do not help you to be mentally, because the mental thing is, that's the beginning. You have to be right mentally. If you're not right mentally, if you are, always depressed and always down, then you won't even be able to be positive. You won't be able to be productive. You will not be able to get out here and to perform, because you will lack in every area that you need. You will lack. You will probably not be in the best physical health either, because you'll just have a poor diet, and you'll make poor choices, and it will just send you on to a downward spiral that I feel like, as I said, the people in my community are affected by. It's a downward spiral that is caused by so many different things, but it kind of starts at home, and it starts with the foundation of your life. I call it the launching pad. If you can launch properly, then you can do anything. But if you don't launch properly, the rest of the mission is just, it's already just, how can I put it? It's just, it's not what it needs to be. It's already just, it's going down. You don't want to go down. You want to go up. You want to always go up. You want it to always be better, fruitful, and so on and so forth. So seek people who want to help you in life. Seek people who have goals that actually want to see other people make it. You don't want to be around anybody that does not want to help you. If they don't want to help you and they make things difficult for you, remove yourself from them. Find the correct way to launch. Be passionate about what it is that you want to do. Make some goals, follow them, and be successful. If you can, move if you have to. If you're not in the correct environment and you don't have any of those things, start over. Start from scratch. Because if you continue in that environment, it's likely you will not make it. Starting over and being clear in your head and being clear in what it is that you need to do will likely help you find the right people to be around and be a success. This is the Caterpillar Lifestyle, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.